And welcome to Idaho Today. I'm Melissa Paul. You know, we are all trying to beat the heat this summer, including our deep sea friends. National Geographic's SharkFest is back. Idaho Today entertainment contributor April Neal, she caught up with the program's underwater cinematographer Dan Beecham about this year's thrilling encounters. Check it out.
Shark conservation is a huge theme for SharkFest. What do you hope that people will take away from seeing all of these different sharks up close in their natural habitat underwater?
Sure. Well, if we look specifically at Bertie's film, it deals with some really tricky topics politically, specifically in Plettenberg Bay, where the film is based, where humans and sharks have come into conflict in the last few years. That's through a changing ocean, so the coastline is under constant flux here in South Africa. So 5 or more years ago, if you'd asked the locals in Plets if they've ever seen white sharks, people wouldn't have seen them there. But in the last few years, as the coastline has changed, there are white sharks there now, and that has led to these interactions, negative interactions between white sharks and people in quite dramatic ways. So it's an important topic to look at, how we can move forward with that, what systems there are in place to allow people and sharks to coexist. We have to have that. We have to have sharks for a healthy ocean, but also people want to be able to use the beaches. They want to be able to go and swim, and obviously all those lovely things that we all want to do as beachgoers. So there need to be systems in place to make oceans work for sharks as well as people.
What's the most challenging thing for you in filming sharks underwater?
People think that, you get on a boat and you drive over to the reef and you fall off the boat and there's going to be sharks all around you. One of the hardest things is it can be hard to get near a shark quite a lot. They're naturally quite skittish animals. They don't really want to be near you. So yeah, the big challenge was getting near those white sharks.
How do you control your fear?
Yeah, the teeth are scary. They have got big teeth, but really we're just not on their menu. I've dived with those ragged-toothed sharks in a number of parts of the world. They're very much gentle giants. Having said all that, it is nice having a big camera between you and a shark. I've got a big lump of metal in a camera, and it's quite an expensive and delicate piece of equipment, but if I need to, you have got something between you and the shark as well. I started doing this job because of seeing these projects on TV myself, and there was a series many years ago, over 20 years ago now, that the BBC did called Blue Planet, and that series very much gave me a direction in life. That was the thing I wanted to do. It showed me there is this life you can lead by going out and filming animals and filming for documentaries. And I guess some of the things I film now would inspire young people in the same way.